Thursday we have a special event. It's sponsored by Meyer Law Firm, who is our previous board president. I'd like to recognize right now our board members who are here, but I can't even see them there. Some of them are here. Wave your hands. If you want to know more about the ArtCenter, okay, here's our president. There he is. That's Fred Putney. He's got his hand up. So he's our new board president. We're very thrilled with that. He taught at Columbia University nonprofit management. So we are very lucky to have him. Thanks so much, Fred. And then we have some other board members here. And we also have our chair of Dart for Art, which is back here. How many artists here donated to Dart for Art? Fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you. We raised over $75,000 at that, which is badly needed, I can tell you, because we've got a mortgage. I'd also like to recognize our former ball chair, Jane O'Neill, who's also an artist on the board and also is going to be working on our plein air festival, which we're going to be doing. Bill Riegelman is playing the piano. He volunteers for us, as do so many wonderful volunteers. So thank all the volunteers who are serving tonight, making the food, everything. We really appreciate it. And our bartender, too. So I'd just like to take a second to recognize our faculty. Justin, Brian, come over here. I noticed that you two were talking, so come up here. You're going to have to stay after school. This is Justin Lambert. He's our chair of ceramics. And Brian Kovacek, who's a wonderful ceramic artist who will be teaching workshops for us. And this is Norma Conway. I was looking for her too. We have Gary Antonio. Gary, you didn't come up here. You weren't listening. Come on. Gary Antonio teaches abstract. Have I missed any other instructors? Judy Flesher. Judy Flesher. Judy Flesher. Manon. Tracy Radel. Judy Flesher. Esther Gordon. Anyway, these are all some of our, we have many instructors here. Judy Flesher, Esther Gordon, Kara McKinley, wonderful instructor of ceramics and also youth courses. So we have a tremendous amount of wonderful classes and workshops that are going on now, and again we'll start in January. That's when our winter classes and workshops begin. In a few days you'll be able to go online and register for classes. How many? Okay, here we go. Okay, I can go through this really fast if y'all will just take time. You see, you wasted about 10 seconds there by talking. Okay, so I wanted to tell you, okay, thank you all. You can watch the show now. Thank you. But not you. Okay, so I hope you've had a chance to see Chris Guston in the other room. He is an internationally renowned potter, artist, and we're so lucky to have his exhibit here, and also his work is highly collectible. He's going to be doing a workshop for us. I would really recommend it, even for people who are not ceramic artists, because I don't know how many of you have worked in 3D, but if you're a painter, a photographer, and you haven't worked in 3D, it gives you a whole more understanding of form. So please consider taking that. We do have a few more openings, and there's an early bird special. Is the early bird special still on?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I totally can't talk, so we're going. Thank you so much, Justin. But talk to Justin talk about the work. And also, we have the work price very reasonably, from $100 to only $20,000. So, just see them in there. Okay, this is just a little bit of a list of what you have to look forward to in the winter and spring workshops. Ceramics, and we also are going to have intensive painting workshops, and you can read more about that in the catalog. Okay, I can hear some people talking. Now, I would like to introduce you to Justin, who's the chair of our ceramics department. I'd like to introduce you to Ted Matz, who's our chair of painting and drawing, and he'll just give you a little idea. How many of you saw the Italian paintings in there? That was his workshop from last year, so Ted will tell you just a little bit about that.
I hope you all had a little chance to see our little exhibit over there, where we did little paintings, so we couldn't take up a big room. But what I'd like you to to come over and see it. They were all done by our participants that we took over to Italy in May, to Cortona, Italy. And we're planning a new trip, which was to the Amalfi Coast, starting June 2nd. And we hope that you come over, and I have some brochures over there if you're interested in attending that. And oh, and that's me in Italy. Actually, proves that I went there.
Nice. And don't you have someone here who took Lori? This is a lady to talk to. She was on the trip last year, and I think, isn't Barbara here too? Barbara's here. She's right there. If you want to know more about it, just talk to them. That's Barbara there. Okay. Now, all right. I'll tell you tonight.
Okay. So the third Thursday in December, we're going to have an Italian night, everything Italian. So I hope you can come to see that. We're going to have music and food, and we can talk a little bit more about our paintings that we actually did in Italy. And so if you're going to join us on the 21st of December.
Is it the 21st or the 19th? Oh, you know. Okay, you're getting me very confused. Anyway, it's the third Thursday, and also friends of the Uffizi Gallery are going to be coming and talking about the Uffizi and the restoration, and we will have seats for that. Don't worry, you don't have to stand. So we'd love to have you, and we're having a wonderful Italian hors d'oeuvres done by Sheila McDonald-Bell, who's our director of events, and her wonderful volunteers. Also, we are going to be having a plein air festival.
In March, we're actually going to have a plein air festival here in Tequesta and Jupiter. And we're going to invite artists to come and paint. We're going to have a 4-day event. And if you can just come and join us, we'll actually have art sales. We're going to have a gala event. We're right now structuring the whole thing, and we hope that you can attend it in March. And it's an opportunity to watch artists paint and actually to purchase some art. So we'll have those dates out very, very soon.
Thank you. We do have brochures at the front counter, and we have several teachers who teach plein air here, Manon Sander, Ted, and also Brennan King, who you've probably seen his work all over the post. Okay, ready? You're starting to talk again. Okay, so now I'm just going to tell you about a couple quickly, some exhibition and events. Midtown on PGA Boulevard, we have an Artists Guild exhibit there. You can come Sunday. It will be open from 11 to 3 and see the work. That shows some of the work that's there from our Artists Guild members. Now we're going to talk about Spotlight and Talent tonight. We had a tremendous response to this exhibit, and we asked quite a few of the artists to bring in a few extra pieces so that we could figure out how, when the work got here, how everything fit together best. We also tried to accommodate and show more art by expanding the exhibit to our School of Art. And after the award ceremony is over, we'd like to invite you to go over to the School of Art, which is just a half a block away, and have dessert and coffee there and see the rest of the exhibit. We wish we could have fit every piece in here because it was so wonderful, but we wanted the exhibit also to be beautiful. So if you don't see your work here, most likely the rest of the other work that we asked you to bring in, it is at the School of Art. So at this point, I would like to ask you to just pay just a little bit more attention here for us. We really would like to have your attention because we were so honored that this icon of art in South Florida and really internationally agreed to help us with this exhibit. To celebrate our 50th anniversary, we decided, with Bruce's help, to do an exhibit of new and emerging artists within a 50-mile radius of the Lighthouse Art Center. And we got tremendous response, a lot of new artists who we hadn't seen before. And Bruce, how many of you know Bruce? A lot of people do. Well, in case for those couple of you who do not know Bruce, he has worked in more than 50 museums. He's a published author. He is a tremendous collage artist, has worked in many magazines and private collections, and is a wonderful curator. And we have his bio up there. I'm not going to go through all of it now. Please read it if you'd like to know more about Bruce. And we're just so honored to have Bruce here. So I'd like to introduce him so he could make a few comments on the exhibition, and then we'll proceed with the awards.
Thank you, Katie. Katie and I go back a long way, and we followed each other's careers, and she's made all the right moves, and I'm glad that she ended up here. You have a great resource with Katie, and I think adds a great deal of the positive direction that your organization is taking. When I was first approached by Katie with her idea of a 50th anniversary within 50 miles, I thought it was very interesting, but my plate is absolutely full. But she did encourage me to try to see what I could do to become the judge of the show, and I'm delighted that I was able to look through all of these wonderful things, and I must say I was really very surprised. A very famous art dealer named Ivan Karp, who used to run OK Harris Gallery on West Broadway in New York, used to show my work there, but he would say to me, you know, one of the things that you should do is always try to judge shows that you may not have time for, especially if from where you are geographically, they're in obscure places, or you may not be able to go there all the time, and so on and so forth. And with that advice, when I do get, I judge about 30 or 40 shows a year, but it's always electronically, and so I can just do it in my studio. But one of the things that I like to do, and one of the things that I find very engaging and very rewarding, is that when you are offered the opportunity to judge a show like this, you see a lot of new things, and you're surprised. I've spent my entire life dedicated to visual phenomena and to encouraging artists and their growth. I find that visual art can be one of the most enjoyable and satisfying pursuits, not only for an artist, but for those people who view the work and follow the work and perhaps even support the work. So this was a real interesting project. We looked through many hundreds of applications. I think probably the biggest disappointment that I had is that there were really more qualified artists to be in the show than they could possibly have the space for. So it was a difficult challenge to try to narrow down the work, but I must say that when we started to hang the work, or rather lean the work, and then try to figure out how the show was going to come together, I could see that it really was a very engaging and exciting, visually stimulating show that I think this community should be very proud of. I was thrilled to be a part of it, and I wish you all the best, and thank you for your support of this institution, and have a great evening. Thank you.
When I call the awards, we're going to have the people come up here. The people who win the awards, if you would stay up here over behind, and then we're going to put the screen up and we'll take some pictures. We have some wonderful professional photographers here, Michael Price, and I'm sorry, I forget your name. Yes, go. Thank you. And I'd like to ask Barbara Brody to please come up. Barbara is our curator at the Lighthouse Art Center, and she worked tirelessly on this, worked so hard, and unfortunately she came down with a terrible cold on Monday and has not been here. So if anything isn't just perfect, she was sick, but so forgive her. But I think she has done a wonderful job. So why don't you two stand over here? Or no, you shouldn't stand in front of there. How about, yeah, this is fine, just there. Let me pull this over here. Okay, that's good. So, Barbara, you have this. So, Don't forget afterwards to come over to the school. We have some yummy desserts and coffee and more refreshments. We'll probably take the wine too. So, spotlight on talent. Here is our awards presentation. Honorable mention goes to Phyllis Simon. For Afghan on the chair. Carlo Paoli was for Imperfect Series. And Carlo is in LA at another exhibition where he's showing wonderful work. He's not in, I talked to him, he's in LA. Lynn Morgan was from the pier. Lynn, are you here? Is Lynn here? And there she is. Come on, Lynn. Here we are. So wonderful, beautiful work. Okay. Fourth place. Now, okay, good. I think if you all wanted to step over there after, not you, Bruce. The other winners just sort of wait there, but don't go anywhere because we're going to photograph afterwards. And you can come over here, Bruce, please. Just that way. I love this job. I get to boss people around. So fourth place goes to Vincent Lardieri. Vincent, congratulations. I know I saw him earlier. Vincent, make your way through. Where are you, Vincent? Here he comes. Wonderful work in the East Salon. Congratulations. Third place. You just step over there, Vincent, please. Third place goes to Rose Shaw for Purgatory. And I think I saw Rose. Rose, step up. Here she comes. Rose is a teacher, art teacher at UB Kinsey, and she wins a lot of awards for her students too. Wonderful. There we go. And very nice. Second place goes to Carla Walter for Black Velvet, if you please. And I see her shirt has birds on it, very appropriate. Wonderful. Just stand here, Carla, in the middle. And take your picture in the middle. In the middle. Thank you. First place goes to Leo Artisek. Come on up here. Come on up here. His wife is here tonight because Leo is in Thailand. So she's accepting the award for her husband. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. And the best of show, drum roll, goes to Hillary Pulitzer for Wing. For Wing number 2. Is she here? Is Hillary here? Shout out if you're here, Hillary. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry she's not here. But at any rate, she has beautiful work, and so we do thank all of the artists. We do have, it's a tradition here, that we have a People's Choice Award. This show is going to be up for 2 months, really, and so we are asking everybody to vote, and if you want to vote for your own piece, that's okay. You don't have to vote for someone else's. And then on January 19th, 16th, at the third Thursday, we will be presenting the People's Choice Award. Congratulations to all the artists, and a big thanks to Bruce Helander. Of you are members here. Fabulous. That is just great. We so appreciate it. We need more because we're a nonprofit organization and we are member supported. So we do hope that you will join. And remember, Oh, well, I guess we've lost everyone. There's a call to artists, and thank you for coming.